Anna, I can't ask Laura, and there's no way that I'm going to ask Ruben. So that just leaves you, unfortunately.
I don't want to undress. What if there's something scary on my skin?
Okay, that wasn't what I was talking about, like whatsoever. Nope, you don't have to get undressed for this. Well, you might just have to pull up your sleeve. We need your blood. I can read my fate in your eyes. Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen to me, Anna. I'm the harbinger of your death. You can choose what it'll be like. I want my death to be painless. Can you make me die without suffering? I think so. Yeah, bleeding out is probably not the most... It's not the worst way to go, I don't think. Like, depending on... Yeah, if you just get drained of blood, you kind of just... You will eventually pass out. I'm sure it's very awful. I'm sure it's very awful. Would you like to die like a child murderer? Okay, we're not... We want her to do this willingly. So let's just not. Would you like to die a champion and a martyr? Would you like to die to save 1,000 children's lives? There we go. That's very positive. Is that even possible? I shall lay my hands upon you and give you a chance to die as Simon Cain died. If you agree, like he did, to give your blood to those in thirst. Are you going to take my blood? All of it, Anna. And you will feel no pain, only joy. I believe you. Do you agree? If you promise me that my name will be remembered kindly, let me be remembered as a singer. And you won't go back on your promise tomorrow? No, I won't. When we all die, Anna, rejoice, for I am giving you the longest deferment. And that is our last one. No more choosing. Laura and Ruben are left out of all of the humbles. This is the end. Aglaia commands me to leave the town at once, but why? What is wrong with my strategy? Is it because my plans answer the goals of the powers that be too well? What kind of inquisitor is she? She's nothing but a vengeful, malicious imposter. I'm like more and more... I mean, we already kind of know this. Like, it's driven out of just self-motivation and spite for her own family, I feel. And then also probably spite towards the powers that be. I don't know what her original issue with the powers that be were. Why she has a like, you know, basically half of a noose around her neck, or it's coming down upon her neck currently as we speak, depending on her reaction and her ability to be able to quash the threat that's going on here on the town on the Gorkin. So I don't know though. Yeah, I don't know what that was. It'd be pretty cool to find out what it was all about. How she ended up here in the first place, because this is a really shit assignment. What can I do now but collapse at the feet of the commander and beg for protection? Yeah, I mean, now that we have everybody in agreement that we need, I wonder if we could still go to Laura and ask her. Well, I'm not going to, but if we could get even more blood. I did find another Schmouter, so we have like 10 cures altogether, which is great. And then we'll have 11 by the end of the day, too. I ended up finding the false prophet's followers. They were sneakily inside of there. So that's good. And then the only thing else we have left to do today, before the mime performance, is just get the boys to stop fighting with each other. I haven't received the letter yet, but I know it's coming, and it's just going to be about them. But for now, I guess we can go to the commander, and then we just have a free day. So I'll probably just rest until the next day, and then we will have our final ceremonial events. All right, Alexander, I've found the 7 people. They've all agreed, willingly and without reservation. That quickly? It didn't feel quick. Yes, I'm quick. But no, it did not feel fast. You've just been here and said that there were sinners in town, 9 total, who could sacrifice themselves for the cause of obtaining transformed blood. Sadly, you said, some of them were already incurably ill. You even hinted that their disease had been a consequence of your visit. Oh, god damn it, Changeling. She is sabotaging. She is scheming. I see. Which of them exactly? God damn it. So she's going around and spreading illness on them also? So that's why we need cures. Yeah. I was wondering, because you bolster up on cures so you can cure everybody, if you so choose. And then that gives you access to the ending cutscene. Well, not ending cutscene, but the bottom of the polyhedron visit with the powers that be that says you're ruining the game, basically. So, I see. Which of them exactly? Oh no, You named Ruben, Forminayan, the Sabarovs. I've heard about those. And then Anna, Yulia, Aspie, Laura, and Grief. You said some of them were ill now. God damn it. It wasn't me. My eyes weren't lying to me. It was you. You described the way that you could transform their blood so that it could be used to create a vaccine for the entire population. You left and came back a quarter of a minute later. No, it was her again, my abhorrent doppelganger. It was she that infected my bound. Tomorrow, you'll have time to bring them back to life. It's the only hope I have left. So they're all sick now? Or some of them are all sick? Because I was also I was trying to get enough cures so we can also heal Artemy and Danny's bound, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna go check on everybody then. Here, let's go do that. We can see Laura first. Nah, Laura's good. Yeah. Yeah, no executors outside. You good?
It's nice to see.
All right, yeah, it's good to see you too. Take care. I guess, I mean, that's a way to kill time too, because we don't have shit to do until we get those letters. So, all right, let's go visit everybody. Yulia, I'm not going to talk to you. I just want to see you. Okay, cool. You're good. Just doing a welfare check on everybody. Mom, ready to die tomorrow? All right. Take care. Bye. Aspie's good. And I got my letters, but we're still going to check on everybody else. Oh, actually, here, wait. I shouldn't check on everybody else. I should read the letters to see where the locations of these two bungleheads? Sure. I've never said that before, I don't think, in my entire life. But they are kind of both bungling idiots. I mean, lovable, but still bungling. Where are they? The Rosbex is in danger. Again. I wish I didn't have to ask this of you. I wish you didn't have to either. But I don't seem to have any other choice. Is this one from Aglaya? Yeah, of course it's from Aglaya. I can't believe she has the audacity of her. God, there's no one else I can ask. Oh, cry me a Gorgon River. The patrolmen lack intelligence, and the executors are cowardly and self-serving. He is somewhere by the works, I think, in an adjacent district. Oh, we're actually right there already. There's a large house surrounded by 3 smaller ones there. By the works. Yeah. Is it going to be in an... No, it won't be in an infected district. It'll be in a burnt out district, I think. I think that was the tell for these ones. So it's got to be surrounded by 3. Yeah, it's got to be that house right there. Oh, that's perfect. Cool. All right, so that's 1. Hopefully. And then Block is looking for the Bachelor. I have no problem helping Alexander at this point, I suppose. He's the only thing between us and getting kicked out of town. I'm on the verge of despair, Clara. There are hardly any men left who are faithful to me. I am getting more exhausted with every passing hour. The Bachelor is in the Stoneyard now. Stoneyard. Isn't that the Cathedral District? Well, actually, that would make sense. Yeah. Because that's where the burnt out district is. Okay. Somewhere close to the tombs, where he is mourning Maria. Okay, cool. Tell him he is being hunted. Alright, there's not that many buildings over there. Yeah, there's only 4 buildings, so it should be easy enough to find. Alright, well, let's, first things first. Let's go warn Artemy. Right there. Boop. Oh, we sneak. We sneak upstairs. We sneak around corners. We sneak through kitchens. God damn it. Where is he? Yep. That's not right. Great. Can't get up. Let me up. Thank you. Oh. Come on, man. You're too close, clipping on me. Cool. All right. There's one more in here. He's downstairs, though. Oh, there's another floor. So we didn't even need to do that. All right. That's fine. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up on something. Hi. What's up? How's it going, Barak? Oh, we lost him. He must be stuck on the stairs. I don't know how we're going to get out of here. My health is toast. I've got no. God damn it. You guys, driving me crazy. You're driving me crazy. Yeah. I wanted to warn you, the Bachelor's after you, find you soon. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, actually, we could give him the panacea, too. So, Aglaya asked me to, Burak. She's worried about you. All right, go away, Burak. The sooner the better. I bring good tidings. All right. Now we can ask him. Artemy, give me panacea. Thank you. Oh, God. We're going to get shot on sight now with our reputation. That is not good. That is not good at all. I can't get up. Should I quick save here? I feel like that's a bad idea. He's stuck on the stairs. He's got to be stuck on the stairs. I mean, he's stuck. He's stuck right there. Can I get him? I didn't save. I don't want to have to go through this again. Oh, thank God. All right. I don't have any bottles either. I've neglected my garbage dumpster diving for a while now. So now we have to be ultra super careful. Otherwise I get shot on sight. All right, off to the stone yard. Oh, got him. Oh, that was sneaky. Here, die real quick. Please die. You need to die. Oh, God. I'm trying to fix my reputation. I think this is probably good enough. Most likely. We lost out on the loot, but that's okay. All right. Off to the stone yard. We'll check these 4 buildings. See if we can't find Bachelor Dankovsky. All right, Danny. I've spilled rivers of blood in this place just to see you until you stop fighting with Artemy, please. For the love of fuck. Please stop fighting with him. Go away from here, demon. And that's it. We are done. Nothing left to do but turn these in. And then, I guess, sleep until until the mime performance. Not a lot going on these last few days. Maybe I could just, I'm going to do a lot of stuff in the back end though. Like try to heal myself and whatnot. I think we have enough cash. We almost have enough cash to get our reputation back up, but our reputation's pretty good right now, actually. So yeah, I'll go buy one of those Omega Super Giga health kits from a pharmacy or something. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hi, I'm dying. Can you help me? No, you can't help me. 11 tourniquets. How much are they? No, you can fuck off with that. All right, let's go check another shop. This sucks. Jeremy number 6. I'm dying. Can you help me? Please? No. No. Oh, Capella's sick again. I'm not healing them until the next day. I feel like we only need to heal her for quest lines. That's it. Aside from that, I don't want to heal them because it's just going to be wasted shrouder if she gets sick again. So hopefully she can hold out until then. Yeah, I'm not going to do it right now. Double Schmouder? Oh, God. Yeah, that's no good. All right, well, let's worry about our own health first. Jeremy number 12. I need help. Do you have any medkits? Oh, my God. No. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have bottles. I need to just go back to dumpster diving, I guess. I neglected my duties as a dumpster diver. Jeremy, can you blink? Please? Blink. Blink! Do something! Your face. God damn it. Ugh, I bought the damn tourniquets. It's the best I can do. I can't do... Oh, God. I can't do anything else. I mean, luckily we don't need to do much. We just need to sleep now. I think everything is done. Little sister is done. Bachelor is done. Rospex is done. Oh yeah, we didn't read the end of the main quest line. The preparations are complete. Tomorrow, the miracle may come to pass. I would be happy beyond measure were it not for this awkward premonition that freezes my heart still. I can perform miracles. Just let me. Indeed, just let me. How long do we have till the mime performance? This not too many hours. 4 or 5. I don't really want to sleep yet. Yeah, our exhaustion isn't even to the point where we should sleep. Because if I remember correctly, we have to wait until we have to wait the entire day tomorrow without any quest lines or anything. I mean, there's a lot of running around to heal all the people on each other's bound list. But then they're like, yeah, just fuck off until 1900 hours and then come back and we'll all meet together. So I suppose I'm just gonna run around and look for schmouters, I guess. So I guess this is goodbye until the mime performance. Yeah. No need to drag you guys along with me to do all this crap. It's gonna be boring. So, all right. Well, I'll see you on the other side.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
We made it. We made it. Day 12. Actually, not really in a good position, but that's okay. I fixed our exhaustion was really bad, so I ate some beans. I wasn't able to find a med kit, but I got a bunch of bottles. I just went dumpster diving for 4 hours or so. We don't need to buy food. I think everything else, like being said, I think everything else is okay. 12 cures. I think that's pretty good. I think everything will be okay, Clara. Okay. You want to go see my performance? Okay, cool. Let's go.
Whatever you do, you'll have to sacrifice something.
Destruction is inevitable. There's no miraculous way out.
So that's what their thought process is, see? There was nothing to hope for from the start. Each of them should simply fulfill their purpose. At least, we'll see which one works best.
Each of them wants to save that which is dear to them. Perhaps they could get along?
Out of the question. The meeting chamber is tight, with the general sitting at one side of the table and the Inquisitor sitting at the other. Only one of them will decide. The others will die.
Kind of noticed something interesting during that little cutscene. When it cut to Danny and Artemy sitting at opposite ends of the table, Danny was hyper fixated on the knife in the middle of the table. And then I don't know if it has any meaning or not. I guess I could kind of guess. But and then Artemy was staring at the executors that were kind of off, and then Changeling staring off into the distance. So I don't know. I mean, knives and cutting are really super taboo here in town. Even so much as like fish hooks are frowned upon. That's why there's not like a lot of fish. You can buy dried fish and stuff like that at the store. I don't think it's like illegal to go fishing, but anything that punctures the lines, super taboo. Hi, Mark.
What?
Oh, is this different? I would have no future if not for you. This is amazing. I almost just said bye, Mark. The cause that I serve could fail without me. Thank you. So what kind of future is destined for you then, Mark? Oh, I think we've talked with him about this before. This must be like day 12 dialogue or something. Yeah. The town will be rebuilt. We will transfer it to the other side of the river. He's a utopian, obviously. The land is clean here. We knew that from the bachelor route. Nobody will disturb us. The polyhedron will become the foundation of a new settlement, just like the abattoir had become one of the doomed settlements. And a new era will set in. I'm afraid this time will never come, Mark. Yeah, we're not going utopian route. There are too few left now. I won't succeed by myself, of course. Every person counts. So, there's too few utopians left now? Do you know how many of us have survived? Yeah, I don't really know. At least you won't die. And I don't really care about the rest of the utopians, I guess. My mission is not yet complete here. There will be enough for you. Yeah, give him a little sliver of hope, I suppose. That was nice. We got
It is sometimes necessary to play.
to talk to Mark. That's fantastic. But yeah, interesting cutscene. I mean, they all have obviously the pantomime portion or the mime portion of the watching the theater is always like highly symbolic. But that one, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to view it. Danny looking at his options across the table and then just beyond the knife too. So his point of view would be like through the knife at Artemy. But it's kind of funny because Artemy has bad feelings towards him too. But I don't know all of his motivations yet in this game because they are different than what they were in Path 2. So Artemy seems a lot more chill in Path 2 than he did in Path 1, at least. So, and Ruben's like so much nicer. Kind of a prick in Path 2, probably for good reason. I'm not sure, but there's nothing else for it. We just gotta go home, let our rat friends go so they can frolic around the countryside. They've been good pets, but it's time that they go. Yeah. Simon, I guess it's an umbilical of sorts. But he's siphoning it out of the earth. Yeah. I kind of wonder what would happen. Like what a new utopian town on the Gorkin would look like. On the opposite side of the Gorkin would look like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it would turn out the way that they think it would. I don't know. Maria is kind of... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they would fumble it. Just like they fumbled it here. Kind of. Left all the more NPC people behind to suffer. And then by proxy, everybody else suffers as well. All right, let's go home. All right, come here, my cute little woogies. It's time for you all to be free. You've been good pets, and I love you all very much. But I have a feeling like I won't be around to let you out the next day. So be free. Yay, frolic. Whee. I'll cut them out of the back. There. They're free. Bye. I love you. Go find some food. I've neglected my duties in feeding you. I am a bad mouse mom. All right. Last evening routine. Moisturize. Big fucking slab of meat. I want to see Clara eating a big... Okay, that sounds like a weird kink. I don't want to see her doing that. Yeah, just strike that. I definitely did not mean it that way, but I could see how it could be misconstrued or misinterpreted as that. Horrible. I would want to see Bachelor, though. Just sitting down to a big, huge, just honking slab of meat. That's huge, too. It's gotta be huge. A lot of fat, too. I don't even know what cut this is. Who knows? I don't know. Bowl cut. All right. Sleep time. Morning of the 12th day has come. 7,327 people. Today is the final day. You have less than 14 hours to day 12, in which it becomes possible to do the impossible. I missed that little part. It went by really quickly. Are you ready? You ready? It's your big day. Big day. Big day.
My path was called the restoration of power. I wanted to bring strength and dignity back to our country.
I know.
I could have become the ruler if not for the plague.
I don't know about that. But you tried. You did good. I'm sure most of your... I don't know. It makes me think it wasn't all altruistic. I don't know. To be a leader of any kind of thing, you kind of have to have this like self-centered narcissism about you, which is unfortunate. I wish we only had to pick like public servants that didn't want to do public service, because usually that would end up being like the best people to choose. It's people who just don't want the title for those reasons, you know, they just don't want that much power. But unfortunately it doesn't work that way. It's incentivized to get the most narcissistic assholes siphoned up to the top as quickly as possible. I bow to thee, mistress of the earth. I'll tell you when your time comes. I'm not yet sure I'll want to accept that title. A mistress is not a title. Okay, are we going to be able to talk to everybody? That'd be awesome. A mistress is not a title. Once you have crossed a certain line, you become the person everything hinges upon. How you will use this gift is a different matter, but you are no longer in a position to refuse it, that's for sure. So, what disposition are you going to make our town? I will take advice. You have any parting advice to give me? I'm just leaving. I don't want to use the gift. I'm out. Oh, jeez. Yeah, any parting advice? You are truly a saint. Or could my reason be so clouded with grief that I fail to hear the sarcasm in your voice? No, I wouldn't want to think so. Do you really want to hear a few behests from me? Yeah, I'll do whatever you weren't able to do, Father. After all, the adverse fortunes that marred your brief tenure as a ruler were quite extraordinary. Then I will be concise. First, find someone amongst the Canes or the Ogemskis on whom which you could rely as on yourself. Let them preside over the Bull Project. Okay, someone from the Canes or the Ogemskis to preside over the Bull Project. You know, at this point, knowing what we know about young Vlad, I would actually kind of like defer to him and kick it over to him instead of his father, quite honestly. I feel like the lessons that he learned, you know, during this whole ordeal would put him in a good disposition to, like, I don't know. And he has interest in the kin. So, like, albeit it's a kind of, I don't know how to say it. It's like a nativist kind of fascination, which is, I don't know, not good in a way. You know, he's like, oh, like, I don't know if he's like, oh, look at these little savages or something like that. You know, that's kind of what I'm meaning. Or if it's a genuine interest, then yeah, that's cool. He'll have like more kind of a empathetical approach to his dealings with the kin. But yeah, the kin need good representation, and they'll have it through Burak. So, and I'm sure they could work together. Let them send reports to the capital. Metropolitan bureaucrats are the greatest menace. Yes. They doze off when the freight trains arrive on schedule, but wake up the moment something goes wrong. Yeah, once you hit their money, then they start paying attention. So why is that a threat for us? They will not let us build our lives the way it was intended. The brittle magic of our community will be trampled underfoot. Our erstwhile belief, existence, will be irrevocably gone. Everything will be completely different. New people will arrive, and the deadening power of the state will lay down its own law here. Do not let that happen, as we did not let it happen before. Yeah, they are very super. I mean, they're detached from the capital, although they're still under the capital's rule. They have their own system of government, which is 3 families. So, and it doesn't seem that the capital meddles in those affairs too much. I mean, until there's like a horrible plague. Then they send in Alexander. So, yeah. They sent the worst people, though, with Oglaya and Alexander. It's not the best people to send in. Will I be able to do this? You'll do fine. You'll devote yourself to other things. You'll be spinning your yarn, while your chosen regent must be cunning. He must learn to mislead them, to mask our distinctiveness. He must not let them redevelop the northeast line any further east than the Gorkin estuary. He must be cautious. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Don't let them set up places beyond here. I think I understand. Basically, like, don't let the arm of the capital extend past here, because then we get caught up in their development. At least that's kind of what I'm taking from it. I understand, Father. You're tired. You need rest now. Yeah, let's go talk to Mom. See, she's got some stuff to say. We've got nothing. Final proceedings. This is the last day we have left. The choice has to be made. I bow to thee, Mistress of the Earth. For as long as you're alive, you'll remain a mistress. It is I who bow to you. Heed my final advice, dear daughter. Be smart. Don't repeat my mistakes. You will not be alone here. Maria is ascending to the fullness of her powers right now at the same time as you, whilst Capella, the tardy one, will take a few more years to awaken. Do you understand what this means? Not quite. I mean, there's going to be a power balance differential between the three families. So, yeah, Maria will not awaken, and Capella, I don't think she will either. No, that's not what we're doing. We're healing Capella today. She is sick, but we'll be taking care of everybody today, I think, provided we have enough cures to go around. But yeah, not quite. What? A period of your antagonism with Maria is beginning. Along what lines will it be? Which of you will be the good one, and which one wicked? Will it be up to the Canes once again to determine the meaning of good and evil? How are you going to take the good path if Maria doesn't choose the evil one? Why divide everything into good and evil right away? Could that have been your mistake? Well, our mistake. That is what I thought when I chose my own dark path. I thought the conflict was not between good and evil, that neither good nor evil existed. Yeah, I guess that could be a slippery slope. That wasn't true, for it is in the nature of humans to translate every dichotomy of red and green into the language of good battling evil. We are doomed to make choices. But you didn't choose evil. You chose darkness rather than evil. But you were lied to and your head was all confused. So you got taken advantage of. I mean, I'm sure there's some blame to go around too, but she seemed like she was in a constant state of grief, really. But did you really choose evil? I now think I did. Nina could control it at the time. I could not. Nor was Nina wearing a black tiara. But don't put your trust in what was more alluring, more attractive. That's usually where evil lies. And yet I'd still like to ask about my sister. Does she exist or didn't she? Back then, a week ago? What kind of answer would you like me to give? Just a truthful one? She didn't, daughter. We had you and only you. You showed up many times and were different each time. Interesting. Kind of reinforcing the fact that we are inseparable from our sister. Like, our doppelganger is not just a doppelganger. She's just us. But just a different part of us. I know. A mistress cannot lie. It's a lot to think about. Yeah, I guess we're going down the list. We're going to get a letter eventually. So we might as well while it's early morning. Another slab of Clara. You're like 110 pounds soaking wet. Jesus. Oh, Anna, actually. Yeah. Oh, there's the letter. Yeah, right on time. The Rosbeck says goodbye. The Beakheads say that you're the only one to have figured out how true victory can be achieved. They believe that you alone can prevail. Oh, we got the executors on our side. This well may be true. They know many things that I don't. What I do know, however, is that they are rotten to their core. I have found my own path to victory, I think. Believe it or not, it is simple, but don't reject it in a hurry. Perhaps this is the only way for you to save yourself, Woodark. Alright, we can go visit him while we're jumping around to everybody. Actually, kind of wonder if we can go talk to everybody else too, like Sticky and stuff. Yeah, I might want to do... Yeah, we'll go to everybody. It's kind of a chore, but... Oh man, leg day. Leg day. Okay, I didn't even make it to leg day. Peter's sick. Should we just do it now? I mean, he'll be cured, so yeah, let's just do it now. We'll do it now. I was gonna save some, but just to make sure my adherents aren't sick, but my adherents won't be sick because we succeeded on all our quest lines, so.
My path was called the Calligrapher. They have neither let me forget my achievement, nor destroyed me. That means it's just the beginning.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, they all have the same dialogue eventually. Yeah, that's what it was. So all of your bound have unique dialogue, and then all of the ones that are not your bound have this dialogue. Yep, I just remembered. Hey, girl.
What?
Damn. I'm sorry. Just ask for a little bit of blood, and then you what me so hard. Almost blew my head off with that what. I bowed to thee, mistress of the earth. Oh, look at me, Anna. You're afraid, aren't you? Look at me, Clara. Why did I chance cross your path? What do you think? Could it be so that I could sing an ode to fear? and give you a vivid example of what that leads to? Why are you talking like that all of a sudden? What's the matter with you? Or is someone hiding behind the curtain over there? I am the embodiment of fear. Oh, poor thing. I live in a world that's made of fear entirely. I may not have become a singer, but I've become the voice of fear. And fear has an unpleasant voice. It's shrill, whiny, and capacious, utterly unmusical. So if you're like that, why did our paths cross? Probably to prevent you from becoming like me, a voice, an entrancing voice, sweet as a dream and beckoning, is what you and I have in common. Do you understand? That's where we intersect. Not the caravan, not at all. Forget the caravan. I've already forgot it. You, on the other hand, won't stop thinking about it. You're hiding something, Anna. You're still hiding something. Yeah, she isn't talking about it, but we know enough about it from our other playthroughs. I have already forgotten about it. So, is this going to hurt a lot? So, is it going to hurt a lot when it's my turn? Would you like to be the first? I don't know, but I think not. A brief moment of pain, and then you'll attain eternal life, dissolving into a multitude of hearts. That's pleasant. Yep. Petit! I bow to you, mistress of earth. Well, sister, it's time to say our farewells. So it is. Can't say I'm not glad. Why? Everybody's glad to see me. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Tell me, would you like to trade places with me? Oh, yes. I wanted it to be me. Me striding across the town in triumph. Me going from house to house, carrying death on my back wings. Me choosing who deserves retribution. An enviable role that, by the look of what I've become instead, a slave to the kin, a household familiar, a keeper of relics. Yeah, she's more, it does seem like she's a sort of repository for the kin rather than like an active member that has any real sway on what happens to the kinfolk. I could see how she would say that. And then also her being a Shabnok. Like, we're the same as Asti, only a little different. It's not true. I'm not like that. I choose a different fate for myself. I don't know. Isn't it something to be proud of? I was saving the seed of power for a worthy successor, but I couldn't save that successor's subjects. You've killed them. I saved who I could, and I will save even more. That's not true. We're going to save them. Don't worry. Oh, come on. What's done is done. It's not like one could choose one's fate retroactively, or change that part of which it has already been fulfilled. One could. I can. That's what these things called miracles are all about. All right. Who's next? Oh, actually, we need to go see Artemy too. Oh, shit. I just noticed that there is no infection anywhere. Huh. Oh, there you go. Everybody's fine. Plague solved. I guess it's because we found the changeling each time and shoot away the followers. So yeah. So that's good. Oh, I forgot about Grace too. Yeah, there's so many people. After Grace, I went and saw Andre. He had nothing going on. Just typical Andre shit. So yeah, we'll go visit Grace. Then we'll go visit Barak. And he'll ask me to heal his bound. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there's our next letter too. I was just on my way to Barak. We're nearly there. I guess we can read it now. Farewell message from the powers that be. Oh, we got one from the Bachelor too. They must have arrived side by side. The executors are watching you, barely able to hide a smile, and I don't like their smirks one bit. Soon enough, you are going to see that they were not smiling because they were happy for you. Beware. If you may, we are both trapped. Each one of us has suffered a tailor-made deception. It's true. They say that you are not like me, and this is not something that I would argue with. Moreover, I just found out something utterly ridiculous about myself. We found that out on day 9. He found it out on day 12. Yeah. Hopefully your fate about us being just playthings for the powers that be. Hopefully your fate will not be a reiteration of my own. Be very careful anyway. Self-assuredness is your worst enemy. I've learned of one way, at least, to achieve victory. Perhaps it may work well enough for you. Come and see me, if you will. give me the benefit of the doubt, so to speak. Farewell message from the powers that be. Clara! We want to say goodbye to you. Farewell. You've been the most interesting one to play with. Yeah, they have a different relationship with Clara than they do with Artemy and the Bachelor, I found. Like, their attitudes towards them is more like meddlesome, you know? But us, it's not so much that way. It's more of like intrigue and interest. It's like we're their favorite toy, basically, is the feeling that I get. If you want to talk to us, come over to the polyhedron. Be careful not to mix the facets. We are at the very bottom, in the middle of it. Count to 5 and you will see us under the lamp. 9 of your friends have gathered here. They too want to say goodbye. Did you speak to them yet? Remember, they are scared and they miss you. 9 of your friends. So, Measles and Thrush. I know it's not Measles, but I can't remember his name.
The town can be cleansed. I know how to make enough panacea now.
Well, it's too late. I've got it covered, Artemy. No worries. So, do you still think that I'm a demon? No, it appears that you've been helpful. Without you, Reuben would not have discovered what my calling was. And in the meantime, I've realized what my mission is. Yeah, do please tell. It's very interesting. How did you wiggle out of that trap? I didn't. I'm a hero. Better to be trapped a hero than free a cripple, isn't it? Well, you're forgetting about freedom. All that's happening here is happening of your freedom's sake. Do you understand? No, I don't. But you do seem to have got it mixed up. You think, don't you, that what happened here was all of your own account. Yeah, you're confused. But then allow me to take charge. Tell the commander. He listens to you with rapt attention. He wouldn't even bother listening to me. You can be persuasive. Perhaps you're right after all. I mean, I'm just going to say yes to both of them. And then make my own plans. Really? Then I could present the commander with arguments in favor of postponal that will preserve the town at the cost of destroying the tower. This is a wise arrangement, and, as my heart tells me, a lasting one. I'm thinking about the future of my community. What will you need it for? I will be present at the council. If I know for sure that the children Capella entrusted with me are alive, then the time that I've been meaning to spend the rounds, I'll instead spend on preparing my evidence. Will you help me with my bound? I will. Have you got your panacea? I'm out of panacea. I'll have to use the last flask of the last batch of ingredients at the council as an argument in favor of my proposal. Do you need it anyway? Oh, you need it anyway, do you? Isn't it true that you can heal with your hands? I'll try to think of something. Like schmouters.
What was that?
And so, are you ready? Oh, is that all of his bound? Yes, I'm ready. Oh, okay, no, that's just his exhausted dialogue prompt. Cool, man. I was looking at Path 3. I was like watching their behind the scenes stuff for just all the audio stuff that was going into it. All I had saw was the trailer, so I didn't realize that there was a time traveling or like, you know, a time skewing element to it, which seems like it'll be pretty interesting. It always gets a little funky when you start messing with like time. I kind of wonder, like the way it looks to me is that like Bachelor's going to be back at the Capitol, like explaining his reasonings and rationale for doing everything that he did. This is kind of the feeling that I get. I don't know. I think that might be it. I'm so excited for it. I bow to thee, mistress of the earth. Not out of fear, I hope. No, out of love, little tot. Pure love. And all white, crunchy, like freshly scratched linen and all. Come on, think about it. Who do I got to go fearing? No one. For as you've most correctly guessed, I ain't fearing barley too. And the fear, you ask? Just for show. Although, I do fear myself, I suppose. That's true. We have no one to fear except ourselves. Back then, you see, you figured out that sheer scale of my nastiness, just how much of a villain I was, didn't you? And then you just froze in place, and my heart sank, and I thought, so much for ever being forgiven. That little tot's gonna condemn me. But you didn't. You forgave me. And this is a surprisingly crazy attitude, considering. Oh man. I was never the same again. I'd be happy to give my life for you now. Yeah, Grief's a good guy, deep down. I mean, we kind of figured that out a little bit too, when we played through Path 2. I swear to God, in my own accord. Happy. Good. Well, your atonement will be your salvation. Wait for me to come for you. Oh, poor grief. Poor everybody, man. Nobody really deserves this shit. It's really hard for me to, I don't know. Even with the Canes, it's like they kind of, I feel bad for Victor out of most all of them. Victor kind of seems like the odd one out, kind of. Hey, Ruben's good. That's good. Hey, buddy.
If there's enough people like me, the town will stay the same. We'll surrender ourselves to Clara unregretted. A rotten life belongs to the new mistress.
Okay. I applaud your gusto. That's fantastic. I bow to thee, mistress of the earth. Tell me, what's it going to be like when, the time comes? Do you want the exact details? I'm going to have to settle down here, aren't I? Block is inviting you to come along. He'd like to take you away with his army, right? Weird. Okay. Really? He's gonna, keep Clara as, a keychain? Just a little thing? He's like, oh, this is my own little saint. Put us in his pocket? I wouldn't be very happy with that. She needs to stick around here and help the town prosper. But that's not the issue. But you can be in both places at once, can't you? Such is your nature. You'll stay here with us forever, and at the same time, you'll go to war alongside Block and his army. Interesting. Claire is not a physical person. Clara and the Changeling, even though they're interconnected, are ideas. They're not actual physical manifestations. There's no need for me to keep toiling away trying to figure out what her connection was, how she was alive beforehand. Who did she base herself off of? She's just an idea, born of the earth, of retribution, but also of forgiveness, I feel. And miracles, tangible, physical, even though she's not tangible, tangible, physical touch, miracles. Yeah, your nature could easily allow there to be two of you. All right, don't bring that up again. I'm not the plague. You're talking about spiritual grace, right? Where I am talking about myself. Well then, this is how I see it. You will be vigilant at all times. As soon as there is a new outbreak somewhere, we will board up that house at once, or that district, if need be. Thankfully, it can be done, given the particular town planning here. My master did that 5 years ago. Yeah, Isidore was able to stem the plague. You will immediately pick someone from amongst your bound, and... how long will one person last us? I don't know. Possibly forever. It is said that the town's survival hinges on 7 righteous ones. You said yourself that 7 would be enough. So you think all I have to do is lay my hands upon them once and it will be done? I don't think once will be enough, and you'll have to do it in public to avoid rumors and speculations. At any rate, I'll make the extracts and we'll try this and that. It sounds a bit too mechanical, for lack of a better word. Your role is a mechanical one. As a masked executor, they're already excitedly sharing the details with one another. What is that supposed to mean, though? My role? What role? As a mistress? I don't know. Well, yeah, whatever you want to make of it. I don't know. That's up to you. Yes, it is up to me. And that points my thoughts in a certain direction. It's always so interesting getting new dialogue from them and seeing each different person's perspectives. Gotta go to the lump. We already know Capella's sick, so, yeah. Alright. Schmouter time. Oh shoot, Mark's sick too. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Young Vlad was fine. Didn't have much to say. Just kind of gormlessly stared at me. Oh, wait, what? Why haven't you visited this focus of this spectacular tower? It's a rather curious place. Go have a look, and then come back here. Otherwise, the impression will be all lost on you. I've already been there, and I know what's hiding in there. Yes, but do visit the place all the same. They too know that you know, that they know, etc. Reflections. They realize that you're not like those two unfortunates. Perhaps they'll also be smart enough to offer you a more engaging story than they offered them. Damn. I'm kind of glad I didn't go there then. I wasn't expecting this. That's cool. Yeah, this is unique. I've never seen this dialogue before. They're figments of other people's imaginations, just like the cobbles under my feet. What would they come up with that you wouldn't know? Seems like a hideout for creatures utterly devoid of meaning and purpose, but fine, I will. Pity about the waste of time, though. Interesting. Yeah, I like that. Alright, well, I guess we can't heal him, so we have to gotta go to the polyhedron. Alright, well, that's cool with me. I'll stop by Danny real quick, see if I can talk to him. Might as well, it's on the way.
Blimey, look who's here, a demon huntress. I hope you got your state of aspen wood with you, and silvers, lots of it.
Danny's canonical voice. You're a slave to your worldview, Danny. Indeed. As it happens, I've discovered the meaning of my freedom. Of course you have. Liar. So listen to how my plots unfolded. As you probably know, I've been deceived 3 times by people I sincerely trusted. First, the powers that be, then the Inquisitor, and now finally, I find out that the whole point of the affair is that I'm a plaything. And so, undoubtedly, are you. Yeah, I know already, Danny. So what now? I had this conversation with Barack, didn't I? Oh, that's right. Barack got it really early too, right? Oh, no. That was while I was playing as Danny, I think. Fuck, I can't remember. I'm getting it all jumbled in my head now, which isn't very difficult to do. I know already. So what now? I suppose you'll suggest that I leave it to you to decide? Of course. How did you know? What? For your sake? You're a plaything, Danny. Of course not. For the town's sake. There are no bachelors and no towns here, blind man. There's just you and I. Interesting. I guess in a way, like if I were to like clip out of here, I don't know, this may be going too far, metaphorically speaking, but if I were to clip out of this building, that sincerely probably would be the only thing that's around. It's just, we're the only things loaded in right now at this point. Like, if you want to get like super meta about it. And you are my past, meaning that technically there is just me and I. Then the I that's me is the better one. No way, Bachelor. All right, don't rush to conclusions. I'm on the verge of making a final discovery. In a nutshell, I feel I've been imbued with more meaning than is apparent to me. As if anything could be apparent to you. You're a bodily frame devoid of soul and will. You're not capable of understanding a thing at this point. Self-denial is the meaning here, silly. Deny yourself and you win. Yes, that's how it is. So after that revelation, he thinks he has it all figured out? That is the essence of my discovery. How banal, even bordering on trite, don't you think? Isn't that also the essence of your supposed miracles? Assuming, of course, that Reuben described it to me accurately. I can make miracles happen, Bachelor. That is my essence. Really? Then, could you please make it so I could show up at the council and present the commander with arguments in the favor of the following arrangement? The corrupt town disappears from the face of the earth and the polyhedron stays. It's aseptic and, damn it, it's simply worthy of preserving. Yeah, aseptic because the plague can't get inside, I suppose. Alright, what does that require? If my bound are all alive, I'll be with you at the council. Are you sure that they're really alive? Do you want me to come to the cathedral and join the council? Yes, your bound are alive and well, and I'm counting on you. Oh, so I guess his bound are good already.
The wretched wound has...
Yeah, okay, cool. I suppose we could keep up with our final proceedings. Only the Rospects will be able to convince the chess queens that the solution is the correct path. Before he attends the council in the cathedral, we'll have to make sure that his bound are alive. They are Murky, Sticky, Knockin', Grace, Taya. Oh, I forgot about Taya. Fuck. Con and Capella. I can't heal anybody anyway until we visit the polyhedron. The bound of the Rospects are alive and well. May he be comforted in that. Oh, I think we did it already. He should have enough time to prepare his arguments for the proceedings. I think the Bachelor still has some that we need to heal before we get that update. The Bachelor will come to the cathedral. If I will allow him to pass the ultimate judgment, he will convince the commander to preserve the polyhedron, even if the town itself will have to be destroyed, which it will not. I forgot I was sick. Yeah. Just sick. All this panacea for this for such a long time, and I never used it on myself. It wasn't that bad playing with infection. It's pretty easy to knock it back. It's like such a big deal, you know, to everybody else except for the main character, really. Is Aglaia sick? No way. I think he's just guarding it, right? Oh, quick save before I talk to this guy. Aglaia sick? You came too early. The queens of the chessboard are assembling to decide the fate of what remains of this sorry little town at 7 p.m. Right now, the cathedral's closed. All right, I forgot. No worries. Victor's good. Yeah, I think the Canes are all fine. All right. Up the polyhedron we go. You know, I always wanted to try something. I want to try to get to the very tippy top. I wonder if that's possible. Here. I'll save real quick. Let's try it. Do some parkour. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a little... We can walk up like 90-degree angles pretty much. Well, I can't walk up that, but... I think we can do it. No, ain't no way. Oh, man. Quick save. Can I get up? Oh, no way. Okay, that's not happening. Oh, hell yeah. Come on. Come on. Leg day, Clara. Leg day. Leg day, leg day. Leg day, leg day. You got it. No, no. Reload. That was close. Oh, it's just this tricky part right here. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh. Oh. I don't know how you did it, Clara, but you freaking did it. I'm the queen of the town on the Gorkin. Fantastic. All right, let's get inside. Hoop. Hey, giant children. Kind of looks, I don't know, the shape of the town is kind of in the shape of a Tragerian mask, too. I don't think that's... I think I'll just... the shape. It's like pareidolia. But, I don't know. Hey, guys. God, you're giant children. Why are you here? Go away. I'm scared. And you're scary. Scared? Why are you scared, little girl? What did you say your name was? I've come to play with you a little bit before I go. Well, you know, just to see if you say anything interesting. But now I see that you're just playing around. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like one of their playthings kind of got a little bit out of control and took on a mind of its own. It's kind of freaking them out. We'll just start with I've come to play just a little bit before I go. No, nothing. All right. Why are you scared, little girl? Oh, it's thrush. Is it derived from thrust, is into the ground, or crush, is in the process? Oh, interesting. Very fitting name. Did you make it up for the game? Uh-huh. So that I don't catch the disease. So you're afraid of a plague disease? How could you possibly catch it? Anything can happen. One doesn't trifle in such things, you know? Sometimes it's all fun and games till it happens for real. That's what I keep telling Measley. That's his name. But he wouldn't listen. Well, he's picked himself quite a witching name, too. Just in case. How old are you, child? I don't know. Not old. And you may be a great big dummy, but we're still the same height. It's because I'm hunkering. That's why we're the same height, see? Oh, well, now I'm taller than you. Hey, what's up? Jesus Christ, it's scary. Hey, Measley. Clara's here. Hi, Clara. So, you're not a changeling anymore. And why are you still here? Have you been left behind from your funeral or something? Yeah, these two kids are attending a funeral. So, they're over in a sandbox somewhere. probably on church grounds or some shit, playing Plague with each other. Have you been left behind or something? Mom and dad just take you through to a funeral and forget you? Oh God, okay. Conversation ender. What kind of question is that? Uh-oh. You're not gonna hurt us, are you? I just asked because I was curious. There. Why would I hurt sad little things like you? Not anymore. I've changed. No, yeah, why would I hurt sad little things like you? If you like, you can ask us a question and we'll answer. The ones who were here before you loved asking questions, and we didn't mind. We'll give great... maybe they're talking about the boys? Probably. We'll give great answers, explaining everything and all. Look, this here, the holes in the pebbles, it's the abattoir. And over there, can you imagine? It's the polyhedron. How about you told me instead who your favorites are? Or we can say, that's cute. Did you even realize that you're in there on the inside? Yeah, that's kind of true in a way too. So it's like cyclical. Huh. Yeah, which one is your favorite? Favorite? Mine is this, you know? This foreman, the great big one. That's who I like the most. The Prospects is alright too. I always want to know which one of them wins in a fight at the end. The Thrush loves Laura, the doll over there. I was asking about the protagonists. I kind of want to know about Laura, though. Why does Thrush love Laura? I don't get it either. She just does. Everybody loves Laura. Give me a break. She's like a fan favorite. Are you even capable of love? Yeah, we are. And you? No, I'm not. Actually, I don't know necessarily. And that's it? That was our question? Said ask about anything, but I only got 2 funny options to deal with. But I guess that's the point, right? Maybe there is no other meaning than that. The ordeal is the meaning, you know? Going through the plague and doing the thing, doing the quests, learning what you can about the people, and finding your own morality and justifications for every person in the game, you know, and just learning from that. Empathy, I kind of feel. This game it's just being empathetic with everyone. Even some of the game's quote unquote villains, you know, finding that in each of them. A letter from the makers. Please do come meet us by the theater if you have a spare minute. We'd like to have a rather inconsequential but mature talk with you. We apologize in advance for the inconvenience. See, they know because you're running around so much. The people who executed the whole thing. All right, Beak. It's time to let me in. Thanks for giving us a visit. Go in. You're being awaited. Not at all. So the makers being a Tragerian and a Beak. And then those are all the play costumes. So they're the makers of the set pieces, basically, under the direction of Mark. Maybe Mark's not here anymore. So, and these guys are the ones that gave us the tutorial. So that makes me think that makers means the developers themselves. The real game is what's happening between you and us. That was an official warning I had to make. I warned the previous characters too, but they went straight for questions. Such boring people. Why did you put me in a position like this? What was this split personality? Yeah, it's talking to the developers. What was this split personality gimmick all about? For sure. In fact, it was much gimmickier than a mere split personality. It was the gimmick of choosing one's own fate. A logic and temporal conundrum, a Mobius strip of events, a backup plan. And it seems to have worked. Clara is the game's main protagonist, and so is the Sanddirt, so is the Utopia. That makes sense. What was the point of the whole affair? What was the pestilence for? You see, we're conducting experiments of sorts. We find the inevitability worrying and oppressive. We wanted to see for ourselves just how flawed the idea of constructing a sarcophagus for a miracle, or perhaps not a sarcophagus, but a space in which a miracle would always be possible. Why a changeling? Because that's what she is. It is in her nature. I guess depending on how you play her, she could be a changeling. I mean, you're playing her different each time too, so it's never the same. And then you can steal, or like her true fate is to bring forth the sandpest and to be a harbinger. But then she's a thief and a liar because she steals her own fate, depending on how you play. At least that's my understanding of it. And she'll stay true until the end. Well, almost until the end, seeing as she's the only one with the miracle option. Don't miss it. What about the Rospects and the Bachelor? What are they for then? They haven't performed any miracles, but both had a chance to accomplish a heroic feat of a different sort, and prove or disprove a number of slippery points in the process. Do we only get to ask about one? Let's talk about the Bachelor, then. A tempting destroyer, he could have accomplished a feat of moral heroism, the strongest and most straightforward. He was too strongly tempted by vengeance and destruction for his not going through with it to be anything less than miracle, or something close to one. What? Even here, you're not letting me go back to the previous selection. Yeah, I know. I'd be interested to hear about the other hero too. I'm not sure what to make of attempted destroyer. What did Danny destroy? I mean, he's destroying the town, but then it's both options. I mean, so does, you can also say that Artemis is a destroyer as well, because those are the only two choices that they have. He could have accomplished a feat of moral heroism, strongest and most straightforward. He was too tempted by vengeance. Vengeance against whom? I guess against the powers that be. He's not so vengeful against Aglaia, even though he was heavily manipulated by her and also the powers that be. I'd be interested to hear about the other hero too. Well, I'm sorry. You haven't made that choice yet, have you? The miracle is yet to happen. This was just a reminder. All right. Enough. It's still like a hint. If the situation is with my invariant, then how am I different? Now then, what have you understood, sweetie? It's all been clear to me for quite a while. I know there is no one here except for me and you, and that you left this place a long time ago. That which is talking to me is your pitiful residue. Like, came from the developer's mind, put down on here, and this is just something that you can replay over and over again? Like, kind of residue? I don't know. That's a little hard to wrap my head around. Come now, what makes you say that? We have, after all, kept ourselves a function, and not a constant. Don't be smart, I don't understand such words. I feel like it's purposefully vague sometimes. Still the changeling? That deeply immersed in the character? I was joking. Speak to my colleague. He's your invariant. Yours, not the changelings. Alright, I want to know what kind of miracle I can perform myself. You swear that it's genuine, right? Shall we tell you? Brace yourself. We're going to actually tell you. I don't really want to know. It's such an adversarial back and forth with the developers sometimes. Except for the polyhedron trip that you take at the very end of Path 2. That one's nice. You get to hear about all the behind the scenes thoughts and stuff from the developers. Yes, tell me. Well, initially we were going to rest content with just the destruction, but then we slapped together a different ending, which had this sacrificial miracle in it. On the whole, though, we didn't really plan anything, to be honest. There just wasn't enough time to think it through. Fantastic. That's cool. I don't know. I like that. Leaves a lot of room for you to like just stretch and grow your own ideas. Fantastic. Now be quiet. I know where I'm going next. Soup. Well, you know everything about us already. Now that you've gotten this far, you're much more powerful than us. We're not going to get an answer for who was Clara, the Graveborn, the one who raised her hand first. She was indeed conceived as the disease, an instrument of law, but she was born a thief. At the very moment of her birth, she got a chance to become someone completely different. The girl came into this world, having stolen for herself the fate of a miracle worker. And the sister, did she really exist? Does this mean that I'm not a toy? Why are the powers that be acting so strangely towards me? It's an interesting question. Why not? The Changeling, not knowing who she was herself, had fallen into our mirror trap. It was a surprise even to the children who were playing with her. So it was a conundrum. Why? There was no point in hiding that we hadn't expected it either. So maybe, just maybe. How? Hadn't you made provisions for every circumstance beforehand? When she first performed a lesser miracle, we ourselves were astounded. We had never thought it could work. It shouldn't have. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's so cool. I love it. Well, Mark's okay, so that's good. Now are we free to heal Mark? I don't know. Maybe he's not okay. I think Mark's just out of the loop now. Yeah. All right, cool. Who's next? Yeah, we gotta go talk to Laura. Hey, Laura. How you feeling?
If there's enough people like me, the town will stay the same. We'll surrender ourselves to Clara unregretted. Our rotten life belongs to the new mistress.
I bow to thee, mistress of the earth. What's on your mind, Laura? Oh, nothing really. Tell me, how much life-giving blood will you be able to make from me? How many does it have to be? Well, no less than 150, I believe. And according to Ruben, anything up to 500. Damn. That's quite a bit. I mean, considering the 7,000 people that have been lost already, I suppose that might be the remaining. I don't know how much population is here in town. I thought it was like 10,000 or something. I don't know if there's a direct number or not, though. But yeah, we're not taking blood from you, Laura. You're safe. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot. Even in a lifetime of relentless activity, I could never have saved or created that many people. Laura, why? You too? How do you of all people end up amongst the wicked? That's what I would like to know. I really don't understand Laura's part in this, and I don't really understand Yulia's part in this, quite honestly. As far as being on the humbles list. Self-sacrifice is something that one must go about competently. I was incompetent. Oh. It's just nonsense. Was it stuff involving her, like she's taking on crimes of her father? Because of his, he wasn't a mutineer, but he was a deserter, I think, right? Simon failed too. That's why you're making the decision and not him. Or are you him now? No, I'm not him. Are you raving? No one is more similar than you and Simon. Even we, the bound, are playthings, while you are humans with a capital H, such as I could never have given birth to even if I had gotten married. Did you want to? Sort of. Not really. But I'd often think about it at night. No point in hiding my sins anymore. By that time, it was all a pipe dream. Go ahead. Do what you must. Poor thing. I'm so sorry for you. I wouldn't want to carry your burden. Terrifying to bear. Yet, it would be wrong to refuse it. Yes, it would be. But it's ours to bear because we are the plague. So, but the plague that is going to heal itself, which is makes us a liar and a thief at the same time. I think I finally get it. Yeah, it is. It kind of like makes an Ouroboros, like I said earlier, cyclical circle just going back in on itself. It's kind of weird. Please, that's no sin at all. You deserve solace. Yeah, you're good.
My chest seems to be filled with cotton wool.
And my mom's eyes are buttons. We are all... That's actually kind of interesting, too. I guess, yeah, we all are really playthings. They give you little hints in there. All right, Yulia, do you have any lengthy parting words for me? You're an observer of people, so what do your calculations indicate? Wait, give yourself a moment's pause. Are you sure you want to know what my research has yielded? You see, whether or not you take my calculations seriously, the moment you learn the results, you will have no choice but to act them out. This is merely my way of seeing the matter, though. She thinks she's like so exact with her calculations of how everybody is going to react to any given situation that even if she tells you, you would be unable to change it because the very act of her telling you was part of the calculation. Yeah, that sounds very Yulia-esque. So what do you say? Would you like to set off this tripwire of mine? And she calls those tripwires. Yeah, I do. It won't do me any harm, in my humble opinion. You remain an indefinite value. As such, you have walked the road that lies behind you. Your refusal to be categorized was your strongest weapon. However, this advantage will be stripped from you as soon as you permeate into a constant. And frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens before the day is over. And what kind of value will you become? That's the only actual choice you have. I'm not a constant. I'm a Clara. I don't like you. I find you even worse than grief. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not a constant. I'm Clara. It's of no importance. Don't try to translate your perplexity into language that is legible to us. Cease this wordplay of yours. Didn't you? That was not wordplay. That was just Clara being childish. Didn't you see everyone disappear? You won't see anything but raw vectors now, lines along which your effort may be applied. Well, really. Why did our paths cross, Yulia? Why are you one of the criminals and the wicked? Which is also what I would like to know. I don't qualify as wicked, but you can call me a criminal in a way. I don't conflate the two. You see, I am of the opinion that it was your duty to end us. Didn't I just tell you there are no people anymore? Symbols is all we have left. We all represent opportunities that you have missed. The 9 ways to get swallowed in a deathly quagmire. I don't quite understand. There's no people anymore. Symbols is all we have left. I'm of the opinion that it was your duty to end us. Makes sense, because she's the plague. There are no people anymore. I'm not exactly sure what she means by that. What? You should be grateful to me for having replaced you. Otherwise, it would have been you and not me to rot in this desolate place I am consigned to. You would have been left hanging by your strings. I'd have been glad to trade places with you, but I wasn't given a choice. Oh, but you were. Let me remind you how intrinsically evil people are. The very nature of you is evil. You were given exactly as much choice as was necessary for you to affirm your malevolent selfhood. It is not yet too late. Let yourself go, and you will fall even lower than I have fallen, lower than any of us, the 9 sinners, from which you will pick the righteous 7. No, I'm pure devoid of evil. I will make my own choice. I don't understand what she's getting at. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, the very nature of you is evil. I don't view the Sandpest as evil. I mean, it causes death and suffering, but can't really assign a moral value or judgment to it. It's a reaction from a bigger system. It was an inevitability with the way the Canes were running things. Yeah, I don't understand. And the trading places part, I don't quite understand either. I'll have to think about it. Yeah. All right, there's no evil in this world. There's no need to be afraid anymore. Now, that sounds too utopian for me. Too utopian. Oh, she's so sad. I'm sorry, you have to die. With that, I think we just need to go back to, did we go to the commander? I suppose we do, right? Yeah. And then we just wait till 7 p.m. All right, Commander Block, here we go. You and I cannot lose. The two will be joined, my power and your conscience. Your purity, Clara. Okay, what are you talking about? Will you leave this place with me? Oh, my general, I'll have to remain here forever. Otherwise, how am I to transform my bound? I'm not asking you to think this over. Such decisions are better left to the heart. Instead of nursing a single town for the remainder of your days, you could turn the entire country to the true faith. Our entire star-crossed, long-suffering land. I'm not up to a task like that. How could I ever be? So this is another decision? Holy shit. I remember, I can't remember if it was Danny or somebody mentioned going with Alexander. Like, oh yeah, you'll be going with him from now on. Like keeping, you know, I was like, yeah, he'll keep us in his pocket. No, that's not going to happen. Who is it up to if not you? Who will do away with the unjust rulers? Who will stop the war? So he's gonna use, yeah, he's totally gonna use us as some kind of like inspiring saint. Who will put an end to the suffering of the poor? The moment is right. It is at times like these, riddled with strife and turmoil, with no end to adversity in sight, that true power breaks free. My regiments can turn the tide, and I will not allow lawless tyranny. Dude, the force that you're commanding is busting at the seams. Like, you guys have barely anybody left after all this, and all the mutineers and everything. Yeah. Oh, how mistaken you are. Your virtue will vouch for this. Don't tempt me, my general. This path is not for me. Okay, so I guess we just...
Yes.
Okay, here's hoping. I can't go talk to Aglaya, so... Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. We gotta go to the abattoir and to the termitary as well. Alright. Little Taya was just fine. I went and checked on her. No executors waiting outside for us, so...
There's no true warden among you.
Just you left!
Yes.
I bowed to you, Mistress of the Earth. And you, Foreman Ion. Why have you crossed my path? It's no coincidence, I know. I am a monster, Mistress. A chimera. You were right when you called such human-like, double-natured being demons. It is good that you'll destroy me with your magic hands. The evil I stand for will go down with me. It's unnatural and double-natured. That was a quick and easy surrender for someone so strong. Oh, no, your grandfather was a bull, wasn't he? Oh, that's interesting. True. You can see for yourself that my bloodline must be terminated. Evil channels through me, as does with your counterparts. Counterparts being either the Changeling or is he talking about Artemy and Danny? Someone dark has been stirring behind their backs before you came back and took charge. Now that dark soul is no longer with them, and you ought to drive them out. Don't let them loose. Well, have no fear. I won't. All right. Yeah. So I talked to Alexander. I mean, I guess there's nothing else forward except for just sleep and I can't go find Schmatters. There's no people out on the oh yeah, everybody is gone. Huh. So when Yulia said there's nobody left, there's literally I didn't see any people at least. Here, let me go check again. just to make sure. No, yeah. There are no people out here. Yeah. Interesting. So Yulia was right. There are no people left. They're not all dead. It's just the end of the game. So the act has concluded. All of the set pieces are being put away. And then the final choice is to be made in regards to the town. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, this whole thing is a play. With the director and the makers coming out and talking to you. The soldiers are still here, though. I wonder if that was intentional. Well, everything they do in this game is intentional, I feel. So yeah, no people on the streets, but the soldiers are still about. I wonder what that kind of means. Like, just the more important pieces are still here? Huh. I guess that's something to think about, too. Alright, well, I can't really do anything. And I'm just gonna have to wait, because I don't have enough time to sleep. So, I guess I'll just double check, make sure I've got everything lined up. Alright, well, I'm gonna sleep then. And then just leave the game on for a while, I guess, while I just stand and stare at stuff. Alright, blink. Come on, blink. Blink! He's not gonna blink. I engaged in a staring contest with the executor and I lost. Alright, the time has come. I went and talked to Artemy too. I forgot to do that. So the Harospecs will come to the cathedral. If I will allow him to decide, he will prove... This would have been bad. He wouldn't have been there. He will prove that it is only the polyhedron that must be destroyed in order to keep the town safe. Oh man, our health is so bad. Alright. Let's go. Wait, what? Is it not time yet? Come, Changeling. Okay. The assembly is waiting your decision. The queens on the chessboard are in deadlock. They have each other pinned down. The game may very well end in a tragic stalemate. You're the promoted pawn. And it's the end game. A promoted pawn. That's a really interesting way of describing Clara. Yeah, it seems very apt. Go and finish it. Alright, I know. Didn't have to bother explaining. Congratulations on winning the staring contest, too. Clara walking in a tightrope in her big ass Doc Martens. Perfect. Hey boys. Oh, the Changeling's here too. I should have suspected. Was there two? I'm trying to remember back to The Bachelor, and I only think it was the Changeling, one Changeling that was here when it was him. It's kind of an interesting detail that there's two of us here standing in the same area. All right, we're saving Changeling for last. Here, let's talk to Danny first, I think. Make sure we save. I'm going to hard save, actually. Hey, Danny.
Cost what it may, the tower should remain intact. The tower is clean.
Stop. Hear me out before you approach Block. All right, speak. You're going to talk about your plan, aren't you? Yes. I admit, I have ulterior motives here. I'd be glad if I didn't have to wreck the town. I might even believe the Ripper, wild though the idea may be. But the only thing he wants is to remove Aglaya from his prophecy. What are you talking about? What prophecy? The kin demands that he kills her. She is his sacrifice. Without it, oh, okay. I guess we'll learn about that. Yeah, we're going to learn about that when we play through Artemy. Interesting. Without it, they won't acknowledge him as the foreman and warden. He wants to deceive both them and fate. And that's because the kin have this, like, demand for two stronger leaders to fight each other to the death to see which one is stronger, if I'm understanding it correctly. Like the way that Foreman Ion submitted to Olgemski, but Olgemski defeated him through political means rather than through actual physical fighting. To frame the matter differently, he wants to kill the polyhedron. What, is the polyhedron alive? Why did you put it like that? Yes, I love the polyhedron. It is alive. No less alive than the Earth. Well, it's because it is extracting from the Earth, and it is worthy of love. It too is inhabited by a collective body. It too is infused with divine essence. It too is the dwelling place of a soul, if you like. The whole of the town is like a conjoined twin. Everything is alive here. I understand this very well. You can't even imagine how well. So you're leaving the decision to me? What's the point? Do tell me, and be careful. A lot will depend on your answer. The point is that, in this case, the winner will be love, right? No, mere humanity. Any kind of it, even malicious, and yet still a living one. We win, and you lose here, you see? You're wrong. Go. There's your Eva, crying by the rail. Oh, I wonder if you can kind of see her. I didn't check upstairs. Oh, I should have checked. We'll check upstairs after we talk to Danny. You can see Eva crying by the railing. You'll be the only one who sees her. Okay, so we're not going to see her. Yeah, I don't think she's there. That's where she jumped from. I think the stairs are back here. It's probably worth a look. No, there's nobody up here. Okay, cool. All right, Artemis.
My teeth hurt with all the grinding.
There's one last thing I want to tell you. All right, yep. I haven't settled on my own sacrificial victim yet. Keep in mind, all right? I could really care less. As far as I'm concerned, you understand less about sacrificial victims than the Bachelor does about mirror towers. No, I'd rather ask questions. What are you talking about? My principal goal is not to destroy the polyhedron, but to heal the town. Yeah, I understand that. I understand Artemis' position crystal clear. What are you getting at, though? Hence, I would recommend you turn your attention to Dinkovsky, who intends to destroy the town. Touch him. Okay, I'm not going to blow Danny up, all right? But I'm not the plague, and I'm not a murderer. What's a touch from me going to do? All right, let's not argue in here. Will you let me decide? You know I've seen this already, so what's the difference? Nothing's changed. If you really think so, step aside. Let me make the decision. If you don't understand anything, then mine and the Bachelor's decisions are inherently better than yours. No, I think I do have a grasp on what's going on, and I already have a way of saving the town and the polyhedron and any people that are left. And mine is, of course, better than the Bachelor's. Why so? There's more feeling in it. It's because your confidants are children. I wish mine were like that. Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
I can barely walk.
All right, we talked to I guess we're going to talk to Alexander last, not the Changeling last. Hey, Glaya. You have no business being here, Changeling. You shouldn't have come here. We've been doing just fine without you. Oh, I'm sure you have. I feel sorry for you, Aglaya Lilich. You are an instrument of the law. At least keep that in mind now that you've chanced to be able to make a choice here. Don't try to be something greater than you are. That's the best you could do in your position. You're wrong, Glaya. I could do a lot in my position. But you still want me to topple the tower in the process, don't you? While I don't think there's any good reason to do that, other than it being what you insist on. And so you want to destroy the whole town, and that's, after all, your talk of love, kindness, and mercy? I agree that an act like that wouldn't befit a saint, but you deny my sainthood, don't you? So, your reproach is unfair. Well, enough idle blather. Since you've already turned up and made a farce out of this council, decide quickly and let's be done with it. We're not going to hear anything worthwhile here. What, are you jealous? You do realize that you're not the center of the universe, I hope. She probably thinks she is.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Me too. I have like 1 HP left. It's good that you found me here and approached me. Now you will have to perform a sacrament for which you, Changeling, Thief, Saint, Sandpest, Envoy of the Law, and Harbinger, came into this world. Are you ready? Who am I, sister? That is exactly what's about to be ascertained, and you're the only one who can ascertain it. That is the essence of the sacrament. By establishing the present, you will establish the past. With that which is yet to be done, you will establish that which seems to have been done beforehand. It has only worked in the opposite way before. And who are you, exactly? I do exist, sister, but in a transient way. For now, you are still the disease, and I am the persecuted saint. The problem is, there is no me yet. I am a figment of your imagination. A consequence of a lie you told. And yet how wonderful that lie itself has turned out to be. Thief had made a miracle possible. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So it's like a past and future self at the same time, but the second that she started going around town, I wonder when the first time we heard about her was. Well, I guess it would be the first letter that she sent us. So I wonder when the splitting process happened, or her idea came into being. Once we started like helping people and healing people after a couple of quests, or maybe the first laying on of hands that we did. The Inquisitor insists that miracles and me are mutually exclusive. All right, what must I do? I don't know if I want to take advice from the Changeling, but it's one and the same. But yeah, what must I do? The Inquisitor and the Commander, the Prospects and the Bachelor, and more conflict across these lines. All of them are bent on destroying what they detest. If you want to perform a miracle, remove the threat to each town's organs. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. We remove the sandpest and everything becomes kind of benign at that point. You're tempting me. Do you want me to kill? You are free to choose your own fate. Now is your time to decide who you've been all along. It's only from the law's perspective that you're the disease, but you don't recognize the law. You're a thief. You'll escape the law by stealing for yourself the path of a miracle worker. You'll defeat it by performing a genuine miracle. And you? What's going to happen to you? I'll accept the destiny you'll have rejected, and then I'll vanish at once because I don't belong on the earth. Go, sister. Make your choice. Do not tarry. Still feel like I'm being deceived in a way. Well then, let us commence. I'm going to ask you formally in order to get this over with quickly. One word from you, and it happens. So, are you positive that it was neither greed, nor plotting, nor circumstance that has informed your choice, but your conscience alone? I have been given orders to level everything here. But if this isn't necessary, I'll trust you on it. My trust for you is infinite. There's no need to destroy anything. We can do all together without gunfire and preserve this world as it is, even though many think it impossible. Yeah, good. Do you really know a way to preserve the town? Yes, I'm restoring the chain of creation. I'm giving Simon back to this town. I'm closing the chain. I hereby declare that from now on, only goodwill, love, and dedication shall, time and time again, be the safeguards of this tiny world's existence. Would you like to know how I'm going to do it? I hereby announce that the choice has been made. The council is dismissed. The choice has been made. Now everything has been resolved. Why? What for? What is the reasoning behind this ludicrous decision? Didn't I explain everything to you? The strings were given to you. You only need pull. Did you act on a whim, or was your decision a well-calculated conclusion? I find it hard to believe that you were driven by vengeance alone. No, this is not how it was. I think I understand now. You know you're going to leave us before long, so renounce your chance to perform a miracle and assume the mantle of the law. You hold our mutual enemy to your breast and dive headfirst into the chasm. Is this your attempt to dismiss the inevitable? There is still hope, however, for even though you will leave, I will stay. I will remain here and keep the fate that you have rejected. So this is Clara talking to Clara. Isn't that so? No, don't answer me. Just remember, I will always remain by your side, and I will be waiting. Okay. I love you all. Bye-bye. Hey, buddy. We're not doing staring contest anymore. Oh, God. I gotta go sleep. I'm not sleeping at Maria's. I refuse to sleep at Maria's. Nope. We're going back to Stillwater, and we're gonna go sleep in Eva Jan's bed. Oh, shoot. 1 second. I forgot our nightly routine. I would have died. Oh, no. There we go. All the meat's gone. Don't eat those coffees, though. All right. Good night, everybody. Good night.
You did it? It was a free choice. We acknowledge the victory of the player.
It is indeed miraculous. The exit is clear. It shouldn't have happened. The miracle must be real.
Why is there no music? Oh, I guess it's just because everything's empty here. Yeah. Cutscene was pretty interesting. I suppose the people who are dead in front of the sandbox, the empty sandbox, I kind of take that as to mean the people that we sacrificed, the 7 humble, perhaps, the offering of food to the town and the polyhedron. I don't know, food heals. Maybe it's just a nod that, you know, that was the path towards mending and healing the town. So, and then the town, the whole part with Alexander Block holding on to Clara that tightly, his relationship with her seems very desperate. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's more of a, he doesn't want to feel morally bad for his past and what he's done. So he's not a leader, he's a follower. Like him holding that tightly onto her like that, just oozes of insecurity, and he just needs somebody to tell him what to do constantly. But I suppose that's the life of a commander as well. So, I mean, you do give orders, but it's always at the behest of somebody larger than you. I mean, i.e. the powers that be. So, bunch of Aspties dolls everywhere. Yeah, all the playthings are done. Yeah. Hey guys. Trippy. Nina and Maria. Wait, no, that's Olgemski actually, right? Victoria. I always thought it was Nina and Maria, but I know that's Victoria Olgemski. That must be Nina, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember the past mistresses very well. That was really cool. I love the Changeling path. I didn't get all the answers I want, but that's okay. That's not the point of playing through the Changeling path. I guess you get a deeper understanding of what the intention of the game was. I do feel in a way that the protagonist of the game isn't even necessarily Clara. I guess it feels sometimes like it's the Sand Pest that's the protagonist of the game. Because Clara is of the Sand Pest. So even her playing like such a major role, not even being like necessarily a plaything, but you know, the powers that be plaything. It's more of an intrigue from them than them actually playing with her. It's like a autonomous plaything that makes its own decisions and surprises them at every turn. And that makes sense because the powers that be are not in control of Clara. We are. And then all the stuff with the creators coming in too is interesting. I love their view on things, even though it's a little, I don't know, abstract, amorphous. Sometimes it's aloof too, or it feels like you're being made fun of sometimes by the developers. But I'm sure it's in a like a not harmful way. They're just kind of like lightly ribbing at you. And I love how they assume the questions that you have already. That always makes me smile. So I love this game. Yeah, Changeling route was absolutely excellent. I don't know. I've said my negative stuff about it as far as the quest lines, albeit, understandable. The Changeling route may have been like the last part of development. So they were probably like, oh God, no more side quests, please, with pages and pages of dialogue. So it's understandable that you would recycle side quests for the last 3 days. So won't ding too many points from that. I don't know if I like this one or the Bachelor's route more. I kind of do like the Bachelor's route more. And I'm excited to play through Artemis route too. I'm sure that'll have a lot of cool information for us that we can kind of sink our teeth into. Before that happens, I might play the Bachelor's route for Marble's Nest, maybe. I don't know. I still haven't decided yet. Or maybe we'll just jump straight into playing as Artemis. That'll be fun. I'm going to try to edit Artemis route a little differently. So a little bit less of me just rambling on and more just like straight gameplay. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll have fun with it though, like I always do. I hope you all enjoyed the series. I very much enjoyed making it. I love this world. I love being in this world. And I'm glad that I could be in this world with you. All right. Take care, everybody. Fucking moron. Oh, no.